welcome to this video, welcome to my channel. My name is Emma and I am back from a several month hiatus from BookTube. Hello, welcome back to you and back to me to this channel. Before I jumped right back into making the regular book content that I was making before I dropped off the face of the planet, I just wanted to make a quick video to sort of talk about what happened, where I have been, and where I want my channel to go. So first of all, I had my last year of college, which was insane. And you saw the beginning of my last year of college. But one thing that happened last September, right before I stopped making videos at the end of October, was that I started seeing a really wonderful therapist and got on some medication and finally started receiving the proper treatment for my mental illness that I had been living with for almost a decade. And as with so many things, it got worse before it got better. And so at the end of October, I just stopped doing everything that I liked to do. I went into total survival mode and kind of stayed that way until I finished college in May. It was a really hard period, but I'm really grateful to be through it, and I'm still having my days. I'm actually having a day today, but I graduated from college in May and moved into my apartment, which is where I am right now, in a new town that I've never lived in before. I am so happy to be here. I love it here so much. I graduated with a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology and went straight in, and by straight in after graduation, I mean like 3 days after graduation, I started working at the local hospital as a behavioral health technician on a psych ward. And I no longer work there. I loved the patients. I loved the parts of it that were directly related to my recently completed course of study, but the work environment, the healthcare environment, the high stress was just way too much for me. And so from like the second week that I worked there, I knew that I was gonna have to find another job. It was just a matter of time until I did find another job. So about a month ago, I got a new job, and now I am working a kind of mundane but still fun, because I like my coworkers, office job, 9 to 5 desk job, that I probably will not talk about very much, if at all, on this channel. I am enjoying my job, and I am enjoying the freedom that it has afforded me. I work 9 to 6, take an hour lunch break, come home in the evenings, and I have my time to myself, and I am not exhausted and totally worn out. For the first time in a very long time, I've been going and going and going 24/7 for so many years, and it is really hard, but also really nice to have all of this time to myself. And as I was trying to figure out ways to spend this time that I have to myself, I remembered, oh yeah, like months ago, I had a YouTube channel that I posted on twice a week that I totally loved, that I just like stopped posting on. And so I bought a phone tripod and a ring light, and here I am. So mental health, graduation, apartment, new job, and then new job number 2. The other really important thing that happened to me over this several month break, 1 minute, I'll go get it. You might have heard her jingling in the background. This is my cat, Juliet. She sees things outside in the trees. But this is my cat, Juliet. She's an emotional support animal from a nearby humane society. She's the prettiest cat you've ever seen. Thanks for noticing. And I love her so much. She lived with me for the last few months in the dorms. She came to be my best friend in March, and she is loving apartment life. My apartment backs up to some trees, and so she gets to watch the birds and the squirrels all day long. She loves it. Yeah. And because people in real life ask me this all the time, she is a domestic long-haired tortoiseshell calico, in case you were wondering. And yes, she is named after Shakespeare's romantic heroine, Juliet. Yes, she is. Yeah. Okay, bye. Anyway, I love her so much. She is really good at her emotional support animal job, but doesn't pay any rent. That's kind of a downside. She doesn't pay any rent or even pay for her own food, but you know, it's nice having her around. So talking about where this channel is going, I still obviously want this to be a regular booktube channel, so I'm going to be doing those weekly reading vlogs. I've been filming one this week and having a ton of fun with it. And like TBRs and wrap-ups and book hauls and unhauls maybe, and all those good things. But I also want to incorporate more lifestyle than I was doing before, as well as make some mental health informed content, mental health centered and mental health informed content. I want to be really open about my struggles and my journeys and my joys with living with mental illness, as well as kind of being open about what it's like being a reader with mental illness. I feel like that's a very, like a lifelong reader, I feel like it's a very interesting dynamic. So yeah, I want to talk more about mental health and kind of get those things out in the open, make that sort of a safe space topic on my channel, and maybe be able to build a bit of a community of readers who know that it's okay if you don't read for a day or a week or a month or a year, because you know, it is really important to take care of yourself and pick yourself up when you're down if you can, but sometimes you're so far down that there's nothing that can help until the fog lifts. So I want people to know that that's okay. And just because other booktubers are still reading 10 books a week or whatever it is, which I could never, that they don't have to. I also am going to be joining my local library this coming weekend, and so I want to make library going a part of my channel, because you also don't have to buy every single book that you read. I know that I would love to be able to, because books are what I collect, but I can't conceivably afford that with my adult salary. So like I said, I want to make all of that classic good booktube content, as well as make some content about living with mental illness, promoting my mental health and how I maintain my mental hygiene, as well as going to the library, living with a cat, everything that makes me feel anything. I just want to talk about what I want to talk about and be open about what I want to be open about, and I hope that you will join me for the journey. So yeah, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I am very happy to be out of my Sherlock Holmes style hiatus, and I hope that you will continue to hang out with me as we start this journey again together. But yeah, thanks for coming, thanks for hanging out. I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.